Today we're going to talk about
the act protecting yourself from the active shooter.
Okay, so us begin with how many kind of the active shooter? How many type can they be categorized?
Well, there's 3. One, bulliness. Second, drug. And third, the scariest, mental illnesses.
Okay, and what's the different? What's their behavior or their reaction that been different from regular people?
Don't look normally. Try to take off their eyes on people, and walk weirdly.
And they're also a bit fidgety, looking over their shoulders or doing suspicious stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Those
Or
signs.
not letting people let them see their faces all the time.
Okay.
Or making often disappearances.
Oh, okay. And if you happen to experience this kind of person, what would you do? Like when you meet them, what would you do? What's your plan?
You just walk. If you're not very close, you just walk away.
Slowly and suspiciously, so they don't suspect and hurt you.
Yes, and there's 2 kinds of reasons, like target and random.
Random people just terrorize everyone they see, but targets have a specific person or people they want to hurt and attack only those people. Both kinds are very dangerous, and since you don't know whether you're gonna be a target or not, you should make yourself safe by making some secret family passcode.
Yes.
And how about where do the shooter regularly choose their target?
In places that there are a lot of people.
And
in places and
in the soft target, right?
yes, people who are weak and easy to terrorize, because if they're pretty hard to terrorize, the terrorists will only draw attention to themselves and get themselves caught.
Can you explain some more about the soft target? Can you give an example?
Yes, for example, adults with babies, since adults are going to be tired having to carry the babies, and the babies will be loud.
Nope. Soft target is the kindergarten.
Or babies.
Or
Basically
the
small
nursery or school, public library, people that not really have much strength, because these kind of people, they're not going to go to the army facilities.
Yeah.
Or the gym a lot.
Yeah.
Like beggars.
Yeah. Okay. And when you go to one places, what is the good thing to do to prepare yourself?
One good thing is observe the surroundings for exit plans, emergency exits, and basically observe the surroundings for places things you can use to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Every place you go, it would be good to start a habit of doing that for every place you go, since it would be easier to escape.
Yes, and there are 2 things you should do and 1 thing that you should not do. 2 things: run and hide. The other thing is fight, because people that are not normal and people that are normal strengths are not the same. People who are not normal are stronger.
Mm-hmm.
They have unlimited power.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you are not trained to battle, right?
Yeah.
and if you see some people, sometimes you might hear people saying, run, hide, and if the dangerous person finds you, fight for your life. No, this is wrong. As my brother just said, active shooters are maniacs mostly and are very strong.
Mm-hmm.
We should either run away quickly, and we should run away from the scene quickly and hide.
And how did you run? You run with your friends, run in a group, or how would you run? How would you choose to run?
We went by ourselves, finding our own way to a spot where everybody agrees to meet. We
Yeah.
stick to the plan, follow orders, and don't do anything out of the things we agreed on.
Yes, and you should never hide in the bathroom because there's only one exit, and bathroom does not often have windows, and if it does, it's pretty high up.
And very small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so-
the bedroom door, it's really weak, right? Easy
Yeah.
to break.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can see the locks, but just in case if you accidentally lock yourselves in the bathroom, remember, don't lock the door so the active shooter don't know you're there. Stand on top of the toilet and open the door just a tiny bit so it looks like nobody's there.
And and why you're not supposed to help your friend during that time?
Because they might just slow you down and so both of you might get killed. Everyone basically is everyone for themselves until you reach the safe spot everyone agreed on.
And how would you save your friends if your friends get tired or something like that? How would you do?
We just remember the spot where they are and then we go to a safe spot, find help, and then tell them we saw these people right here, don't know if they're resting, don't know if they're killed or not, can you please go check?
Yes.
In case you're sending a relay message, make it short and informative. Who, what, when, and where. That's all you need to say, and cut the line.
And what number should you call?
191.
191. That's correct.
the Thai police number, not the international, not the other one that most international schools teach.
Yeah, like 911, not that. 191.
Okay. And if while you run, can you stop because you're tired, or how should you?
If you're tired, force your brain to think, I must go or I must keep running if I want to survive.
Yes, and and you have to go to a straight line. But if you see a bad guy with a gun behind you, you run zigzag, so they'll be harder to shoot. Also, if there's a bad guy inside our house, our parents will tell us some secret code. But if they can't talk, this is ours. But if they can talk, we have this. Don't tell. But it's a secret. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Okay.
And
when
one thing. If we ever find ourselves in the fire exit, in case of fire exits,
Stand on the left.
Usually people tell you to stay with the rails. Now this time, do the opposite. Stick to the wall, so it will be harder for you to be spotted and harder to get shot if you do get spotted.
Okay, and if you're not be able to run, it's no time for you to run, and you have to hide. So what would you do?
Choose a safe room with strong doors. So basically, you close the doors, lock it, and block the doors to find anything that might.
And close the curtains.
Close the shades, close the lights, and hide in a safe spot where it's very hard to find yourself.
Yes.
And when you're hard, what would you do? Can you sneak in, peek in and out to make sure whether the shooter come, or how would you do?
No, we just stay inside and listen. Listen for any noises. If you see any noises coming near, maybe you should get out and find another hiding spot.
Yeah.
And this might not sound very nice, but if you have to hide and there's a little kids or someone with you, how would you choose?
Most people would choose to stay and help them, but this is wrong. We will leave them since the kids might cry and draw attention to us, and they will usually call us for help since they might get tired carrying their kids or something.
Yeah.
So stay away from people with little kids and basically get to the safe point everyone agreed on, or if there's none, out of the building where somewhere there's a lot of people, since bad guys give themselves some kind of time limit before before the police comes.
Yeah.
So basically, get out to somewhere there's a lot of people, because the bad guy doesn't want to draw attention.
And what we can do is we can help the family with the little kid by doing what? By walking to the safe place and then inform that
Okay, this place is safe. You can come here.
no.
No, and inform them that an active shooter bad guy is in here.
No, you can help them by when you are on the safe spot, you tell the officer or the authority that there's a family with the kids in this room, in particular their location that they were there, so they can come and rescue them because they're a vulnerable group, right?
Yes, very vulnerable, especially if they have babies.
Yes.
So what you should do is
Go to a safe spot, alert the authorities, and give detail.
Yeah.
that's correct. That's how you help them. Because we're not able to help them directly because this is the regular cases, right?
Yes, this is the everyone for themselves kind of problem.
Yes.
Oh, and just so you don't forget, if you're going to a safe place, call the authorities, tell who, what, when, where.
Yes.
But if you're telling anyone the places where someone is, give detail for where the person is so they would be easy to find.
Yes. And if you're a parent or a teenager, you should have your phone in so you can call. But if you're a kid, an IMO is a good weapon for this because you can call the authorities.
Oh, and for the phone, how would you do with your phone?
We should turn off the lights, make it as black as possible. Turn off the receivers, senders, and sound. Turn off basically shut it down. Basically, just close it. Just close it. Make it as silent and as dark as you can. And for phones, you should have two. The normal smartphone that usually everybody has now these days, and the old style. It might not be as pretty with as many applications, but it's the best since it's silent and there's no games that kids can play to waste the batteries.
Yeah.
So keep one of the old ones if you do find a store that sells them.
Yeah.
And what else you want to tell? It's a tip for the kids. It would be nice if school will have this kind of plan, right?
Yes, and if schools have like emergency practices as times like when we do fire drill. Oh, maybe we should do a drill for when an active shooter comes to our school too.
Yeah,
It would
and
be
you're not.
very useful.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to copy the plan because every school has different layout, has
Yes,
different
so-
feasibilities. So it should be the individual's one, right?
There's individual one for every place.
Okay. And is there anything you want to add?
Yes, and remember, this is very important. Be quiet and don't try to be heroic. Try to save yourself and alert the authorities. This is what you should do, not run off trying to save the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to be heroic at active shooter time, try saving yourself to be heroic, you know?
Yes, saving yourself and calling and
And you
telling
can-
where people are.
And you can save other people by saving yourself first and then inform the authority.
Yes.
And you don't have to care like whether, oh, my friends might be called. No, you just call. The more call you make, the
The
more.
better it is.
Yes.
And the more informative it is and short, the better too. So don't remember these facts. And if you ever find yourself in a quiet room, in dark, when you shut yourself in the dark, I know some people are scared of the dark, but do not close your eyes. Basically, bring an old school phone, your water bottles, since you need water a lot, and a dark space where it will be hard to find and hard to open if they do find.
Yes,
Indeed.
and very not obvious. Please try to make it very not obvious or not obvious at all.
Basically, just the stuff we told you, since the bad guys will search the rooms with the lights on and doors open, since those will be most likely to have people in it. So remember what we told you at the beginning?
Yep.
Mixed with all the other stuff in between, and you will be safe.
Yeah.
Bye.